Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing M87 1 from VulnHub. I rate this box about solid easy. Overall pretty good box, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so to get started, I'm actually going to be opening my terminals here. Let me just split both of these. Alright, so I'm going to start a net discover minus r, a minus r 10.0.0.1/24/IET0. This is going to find the IP address of the box. So we do get an IP address of 10.0.0.17 or 10.0.0.75, so we're going to run an mmap scan on here. I'll do minus SC, minus SV. We'll scan all ports on that machine. And we can press enter. So next thing I'm going to do is start a netcat minus NV. I'll run this on port 80, just to check if we do have a web server running, which we do. Which it does show HTTP as open. We do get this, so the next thing, since we do have a server on here, I'm going to run a GoBuster. Give me one sec. So I'm going to run a GoBuster, dir mode minus U HTTP minus W. I'm going to be using the medium or so user share or list dirbuster. I think it was a directory list 2.3. Yeah, directory list 2.3 medium.txt. I'll specify the extensions as PHP. So I believe this is running index.php. Or is this HTML? Yeah, this is HTML. So I'm going to be running extensions as HTML. We do get a status 301 as admin, so I'm going to be visiting admin. And we do get this page right here. The first thing I like doing is just checking the source code, see if there's any comments in the source. Also, if there is a local file inclusion. If one of these are equal to a source, we do know that we can browse files on the target system, right? So we do have /admin. So I'm going to be using scan that subdirectory for /admin. We can press here on that. We do have /backup, so I'm just going to be going here, backup. Is this running? I think this is running. This should be running HTML or index.html. PHP. So yeah, this is running PHP, right? So we do have those two. Since this is not working, but it's taking a long time, I'm just going to be running a just a port scan on all the ports. We do have port 22 for SSH, but this is filter. We do have port 80, and we also do have port 9090, right? So let's try to visit this. Let me just take this off. Let me also take off the view source. And we do get a GNU for Linux, right? Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is actually checking for, so I think this is index.html probably. I think it's running PHP. Yeah, it's running PHP. So next thing I'm going to be doing is actually checking for the integer SQL injection. So we can, for that to do, we can just do $ID is equal to 1, and we do have SQL injection, right? Well, integer SQL injection, but if you do click for the IDs, you do see that this is displaying users here. So you got CEO, Brad, 4, and expenses and all this stuff, right? So to do this, I'm actually just going to copy this URL right here. I'm going to be using SQL maps, so I'm going to do SQL minus U, which is going to specify the URL, and I'm also going to do minus DBS, which stands for display database, right? So here, alright, so here this showed that we just display the databases, so we can take off to display the databases since we already do have the databases shown, right? And it is using SQL injection for the ID. So here I'm going to do minus D, which stands for database. I'm going to be accessing the DB right here. And right here we can just do a dump, minus dump. And you do see that it dumps out the databases, right? Or the tables. These are the tables. On each database there is the tables which contain information. And we do have passwords, right? Which does seem to be clear passwords. Not sure why. Usually databases do have our hashed passwords in case of data breaches. But so here we do have this. If we do try admin, or we can try, let's see, let me copy this. We can try admin on this password. It does not seem to work. So next we can try to actually exploit a local file inclusion. So here I'm just going to do question mark file, and we're going to do so next we can actually just do /etc password, see if this gets us anything, or we can just do 7 /, 1 2 3 4 5 6, I think it was 7. Let's see if this works. And we do get a /etc, right? So we can do Control U to separate, so it comes out nice for us. So the next thing I would do is do Control F to find /bin bash. If you do see that we only have 2 users, which is root, and we also have a user called Charlie. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but we do have 2 possible users for SSH, right? Which is filtered, so we're going to be using this as that. And for the password, we're going to be using this. So we can just click login, and we do have a successful password, right? If I didn't know what password it was, what I would do is actually just copy all this, or just copy the passwords into a .txt file, run this in burp, and intercept the let me log out. Just intercept this request, turn on Proxy, and brute force on this password field. And I think you can send it to intruder, right? Or is it repeater? No, it's intruder. You can change it to or change it to intruder and brute force, right? So I'm just typing admin, press enter. Or it wasn't admin, it was this user right here. And we do have our password, so we can now log in. Not sure why you copied that password. Let me just close this out. There you go. So we do get a successful login, right? So we can go into terminal here. All right, so now I'm actually going to be searching for the so we're going to be searching for SUID, but we're actually going to be doing for set cap. For set cap, we can do SUID. I think there is a we can set the set cap. It wasn't this, it was, yeah, we can set the cap SUID. Here we go. So looking at this picture here, we can it does show that we can set the cap SUID, which we can, if we do have we can set it, we can set this to 0 and actually get root, right? So let's see how we can do this. So to find this, we can actually enter the command right here. So let's try to enter this command. Let's see if we can get cap on one of the binaries, right? One of the programs ran. So right here, it does show that we can set the cap, or that set that UID as 0. So let's try to run this right here. Or let me just try to run old, actually. Let me just do old. And we do see that this is ran in Python, so and this can set the SUID. So I totally forgot how it is, how we can set the SUID. I think we can import, I know it's the OS module, I think, import OS. I think it was OS. Let's search this up. So we can do Python set user ID. So it looks, seems like it's set UID. So we can set the UID as 0. And we can do we'll do os.system, and we'll run a bin bash on here. So we can do a bin/bash, compress enter. Now we're root, so we can do cd into root, alice cat into proof.txt, and there is our root flag. Overall, pretty fun box. I rate this box about a solid easy. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.